something. Ooh, something. What something? This is my life story. You excited for to know? Yeah? Oh my god, me too. Okay, let's do this. So, my name is Deborah Sasiang. For the first, this is my story. This is the story of my parents. My father born and grew up in Sorong City, West Papua Province. He not a native Papua, but with all heart and life has been dedicated of God as a servant who served God. My mother born and grew up in Jakarta. Start for the background of a people who do not believe in Jesus, but in a miraculous way she accepts Jesus as Lord and Savior in his life. In 1998, she gave his whole life to serve God in Papua. In 1999, they were united in the holy marriage in the city of Sentani, Papua, and until now, remain faithful to serve God. In 2000, I was born in Sentani, Jayapura Regency, as the only child of two parents. My parents always gave their life to serve God. Both my parents taught me about spiritual things and values that can be applied in my life. And every opportunity, they taught me about who Jesus was and also guide me to know the truth according to Bible. At age of 8, I accepted Jesus as the Lord and Savior in my life. In 2008, I started my first service in GKN Aletheia Sentani. GKN is Gereja Kristen Nazareth, which is involved as tambourine team. I was a child who was eager to know something, a color giver around, a friend who listened and gave me solution, and was a perfect at a word. It's me. I also have a short day. I'm moody, I'm easy to give up, and difficult to make friends with new people. But now, I still learn to be a good person. I went school in Permata Christian Elementary School in 2006, Negeri 1 Junior High School in 2012, and YPPK Asisi High School in 2015. Guys, I have an interesting story when I was in elementary school. So, when I was in 6th grade of elementary school, there was a 3rd grade student knocking on the door of my class who was studying. The child told me that someone hit him. As a result, I intervened to reconcile them, and from the story, I aspired to a knowledge majoring in psychology. Knowing psychology from the book and a teacher, BK, bimbingan counseling, it turned out the world of psychology to learn about someone's mental, about how to learn someone's personality. That's so interesting to me. When I was in college in heaven, I was bullied for less obvious reasons. They slowly, one by one, keep my distance. I began to feel alone, had some new friend, but again they keep their distance. But one of them gave the excuse that I was too good and their flat I'm comfortable because they were unable to reciprocate and choose to walk away from me again. And I tried to survive, but not so long, and finally I decided to leave the campus after deciding to resign from the previous campus. I decided not to get formal education for 3 years. During that time, I occupied myself with various activities. What are activities? such as attending behavior consultant class by Power Character for 5 months. This class learning about how to see personality type of people through 4 color: red, yellow, green, and purple. I'm to be a volunteer in the edit section of the devotional flyer design, or I follow my dad service out of town. It's so fun to follow my dad. Yes, until finally I have 2 majors that I think are suitable for me. Namely, one is Indonesian literature and 2 theology. And I choose theology. Why theology? Because I was inspired by a pastor in Batam who was preaching with his son, and I want to also do the same with my daddy, of course. When I told my attention to study again with my parents, with my spiritual parents, spiritual sister, friends in Papua, they're so shocked, and of course they're so grateful for my attention, and they excited and pray for me and say don't give up again, and I will never give up. I have a big dream in my life. Sometimes when I return to Sentani, I want to serve in youth, because the world needs youth people, the young people who can give their life to be blessing. I want to help teenagers a lot, give them a place to tell stories, discuss, and grow with them to be able to regeneration. And yeah, for the 2008 until now, I still provide service in various fields such as multimedia, photography, videography, flyer editing, and video editing. But the first time I did ministry, I was in the field of easy worship. And over time and many new knowledge, I learned so that I could hold various fields as the now. God bless you and keep you.